Hi guys, Tomi here.
Tolani here.
The Balance Point podcast starts now.
Welcome to Balance Point Podcast with Tomi and Tolani Labajo.
Yes, did you miss us?
Cause we missed you. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, people.
This is our first episode back, and we're really excited to give you the best of the best.
Stay tuned for all of our other episodes. We can't wait to serve you. Yeah.
This is our first episode in the new year. We've been taking a break,
2026.
figuring life out.
I know, right?
Doing the stuff.
Doing everything. You have fun. She has gone back to school, though.
Yeah, I've resumed, and school's been stressful. You literally put one class 7 p.m. I'm like, dude.
Wait, what? 7 p.m. So, I used to have 7 a.m., but I never had 7 p.m. Azal, where is the attention span?
You get bored of the window.
He's literally out the window.
Yeah.
Well, me on my own part, that there's this when the year starts, there's the energy, you
the
have
ginger,
all the momentum, the ginger, you get all of those creative juices. So
But yeah, we're back for you guys, and we are going to cook really amazing episodes. We're not going anywhere.
Anyway, this topic straight up. This topic is, I feel like it's even properly expected because it's our first video of the year.
Yeah, of the year.
Just wanted something that would sort of set the tune for us and our viewers, right?
Make us enter the new year very nice and all that.
So the topic is how to make 2026 your year.
Yep. So we're talking everything about setting goals.
Yeah,
implementing habits.
All of that.
All the nuggets.
So stay tuned, people. Let's start with dilemma like we always do.
Dilemmas. Okay.
Oh
so this is Ella. I want everything at once and it's draining me. I want financial freedom, peace of mind, healthy body, emotional growth, a solid career, and soft life. All at the same time.
Wow.
I started here trying to work on everything at once, but eventually I get overwhelmed and shut down. Halfway through the year, I feel scattered and behind, watching time pass while my goals stay unfinished. I don't know whether my dreams are unrealistic or I just don't know how to prioritize. Should I focus on one main goal in 2026, or is it possible to pursue multiple goals without burning out? I really think you can actually pursue multiple things.
So I think that even a statement is a little bit problematic. I can already see the holes in the argument.
Yeah.
She wants everything at once right away. She doesn't sound like she used to do it before.
Oh, she doesn't want to start it
New Year
this year.
Just hitting everything.
And at the end of the by May, should have already lost all the momentum.
And
one thing that always works for me is that if you are focusing on too many things all the 12 months of the year, you might get a bit burnt out and you might not be able to achieve everything.
Or even overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed. So one thing I always do is break down my goals into quarterly goals. So basically, at the end of the year, I have a vision of how the year is going to go. But what I'll do, I put them into quarterly. So you achieve everything. Yeah, at the end of the quarter, you kind of review everything that worked. You change your plans.
But for me, right, it's a little bit different because I feel like I have better attention span than you. So yeah, I can actually
Everly shading me.
But that's the thing, truly, I can actually create a goal for the whole year. I know how. I'm not it has to be a certain way kind of person.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like a baseline of things to operate from. So I can create goal for a whole year, and then from time to time, I'm going back to sort of look at what's
but
working,
you don't reckon that the quarterly works, because then I'm reviewing it, and then if I'm able to, because I'm putting them small, it does not look that much. I achieve the things more faster.
I don't know if you achieve it faster because there's always a process to things, but I do agree with the overwhelming thing.
Okay.
It will be less overwhelming for most people if you divide your goals
into quarterly.
It's even just similar to the typical Scrum thing. Basically what they do is they divide projects into sprints. So every 3 to 4 weeks they're finishing the sprint before they move to the next thing. So I can see how that works. And honestly, people don't like how that it even starts in, right? It's probably better that.
Yeah.
Another thing I would like to even tell her is she needs to also be familiar with baby steps. You
can't rush everything at the same
at all. There's this trick, right? You need to create goals you're preparing for your worst day, not your best day. Because the truth is, if your goals writing or your implementation plan cannot survive when you're motivated, you're never really going to get anything done. That's the truth.
You have to be able to do the work even when you're not feeling that motivation and that
you
ginger.
Need to respect the program.
Because January always come with that ginger, the gym. I feel like I always like to have a calmer January, because everybody's always to like iPad,
Yes,
and at the end of the like match,
I can see
they'll
like
have forgotten
Ginger don't
everything.
finish.
So I always try and ease into the air, and like once you start building the systems you actually want throughout the year, you'll be able to like follow that same energy.
And that thing would be that when she's actually doing those things, she should record her small wins. So what happens is, even when she starts to sort of dwindle or dilly-dally, like those things will tell her, oh, okay, I did this, I can do it. To be able to sustain, sustain the motivation. Because if you're always just waiting.
Okay, Ella, I hope you've gotten everything.
Yes, I hope you got what we're trying to say.
Yep.
Anyway, let me read the other one. Hi, I feel behind and it's killing my motivation, Zainab. I look around and everyone seems ahead, more successful, more disciplined, and more stable. I'm 30, and I recently just started to take life very seriously because I don't want to follow the usual path they tell us. You know, go to school, work, married, kids, retire, die. Dramatic much?
But yeah,
Literally, I can relate with that. But I recently started a new business, and I feel like I'm starting late. And it makes me question whether my goals even matter anymore. Some days the comparison drains my motivation before I even try. How do I pursue my goals in 2026 without comparing my timeline to everyone else's? I think that first off, you need to read biographies. Kirsty did not start.
No, like he started like in his 70s, and obviously he didn't get to reap what he sowed, but at least everybody knows him.
Yes, now Tracy.
So everybody have like different journey.
Tracy Ross, the person that created this pattern beauty.
Even Kris Jenner, like she started her career by being mom major for her kids now, and she's big now.
She was well into her 40s, right? I think even if we have to even look at our own Nigerian women. There is a Nigerian girl.
Yeah.
The skincare part. I don't know
Mabudu, my icon.
You get like a lot of people. There's no timeline for starting.
There's no timeline for starting. I think
that's why I like to look at success stories of like some of like the 30+ women, because it's always like they're thriving. It doesn't even matter.
And I feel like life would be so basic and like if everybody have the same journey, so everybody like
variety is the spice of life.
Exactly.
Every time I always say this thing, like imagine we all like the same things.
We all do the same thing. We all follow the same career path. Like
no.
So your journey will be very different. Like the person that makes it at the age of 21 and then at 25 loses everything, or person that start making it at the age of 30. Matter. Like anything can happen for anybody, honestly.
Anything can happen.
So just chase your hustle, like. Congratulations on your new brand and send us PR because we are very.
Personally, I would just say that you need to be intentional with your choices. Right?
Yep.
Now that you've decided to start a business at 30, you are young, but you cannot. You also do not have the
luxury of making different mistakes.
You can even make mistakes, but you need to be able to put in the work. Like there's no fancy, vision board or those things. You need to actually get into action. Some days you only be able to sleep 5 hours. Some days you only be able to sleep 4 hours. But you need to get into the work. Like. Something that really helped me last year is I just realized that even whatever you are doing, it has to spur you to action, because if you do not move, nothing actually moves.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing actually moves. So you need to have that and then be all about the action.
And definitely do not feel as if you are behind in life. Stop comparing yourself to people that that you're looking at.
Like if you're really into the action, you will not be.
No, you will see anybody else. Like you.
If you have goals and then you're doing everything to actually implement those goals, you genuinely do not have it in you to start.
Yeah,
what
definitely.
Other people are doing. It is if you're not doing enough,
then you're not like
you start to creep in, imposter syndrome, all of those things.
Yeah, but I feel like those are basic thing of when you're actually like trying to do something, like the fear.
There's this thing you used to say, when you feel like doing something, it's like your future self.
Oh yeah. Like when you have that ginger, like I have that. I'm such a bigger
picture girl.
Because I always believe that like my future self is like telling me. Like I should do that particular thing when I feel that ginger.
But yes, I'm honestly rooting for you. But I think you should also read like biographies of successful people.
And definitely not compare. You're not behind. You're just like this is a very young age.
Actually, you're not.
Like relatively.
You're not. For
okay,
real.
so I feel behind. Remember, send us PR by the way.
You are always campaigning for PR, guy. This guy.
Okay, this is it. Okay, Tunde. Everyone thinks I'm lazy, but I'm actually lost. From the outside, it looks like I'm unserious. I don't have a clear direction. I jump from idea to idea. And people keep telling me to just focus. But the truth is, I don't even know what I'm focusing on. I feel pressure to succeed, but no clarity on what success actually even means to me. It's hard to build habits when you don't even know what the big goal is. How do I set goals when I'm still figuring out who I want to be?
Mm. So there's something that scares me, right? Living my life without, like, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, without any form of
Reflection
intention.
or intention.
I
Or
think,
knowing exactly how I want it to plan out.
but I think it's something that a lot of people go through, especially when maybe he did like a subject I didn't like, maybe his parents forced him to do. So now he has finished school and is probably like now like confused and does not know the path to go. But I think it's this kind of thing that you should actually choose something that you actually love.
Do you even recognize over deeping it? Like conversations around purpose, what am I supposed to do? What am I, like, who am I? All of those things. Like, I feel like it's too much. Our brain is tricking us into thinking that we're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're just wasting time.
Exactly.
If you
like
don't
clarity actually comes from action, not before action.
Exactly. Like, if you do not know what you like, what of what you don't like? Maybe you like to gist. In this world where people make money from the most random things, people make money from watching movies. Maybe you like to watch movies. Can you find an opportunity in that? Like, I think that we over deep the conversation around wanting to be particular, because
to do everything.
Everybody is still figuring it out. Like, sometimes, in a part of your life you have it figured out. Okay, sometimes you're like properly lost and starting from the beginning. So I think that if you keep saying, oh, I don't know what I want to do, you would lose momentum.
I feel like you're expecting life to be perfect, or you think one vision will just come to you
At
like
all.
maybe like Jesus is going to appear to you and be like, this is
son,
what you're
son.
meant to do. But like actually pick a direction. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just choose something to do that. Because I feel like, what are you even need to even like feed yourself? Like
now, like, you don't understand. You can even start and you don't like, and
then
try
switch.
something
Like
else.
don't be scared to fail.
Low key, and I think that you're a little bit lazy.
Just a smudge.
Just a smudge. Because you need to get out of
you need to stand up.
Because time is going.
Yeah, time is going. Because if you stay in that same spot like every single day, you're just doing the same thing. You're not like making plans for the future. Even have any like direction. 10 years down the line, you'll be in that same exact position.
Like, you'll still be in that same space.
So just get up and like figure out what to do.
Like, think about it. Think and start from somewhere. You just need to start reflecting.
Yeah, you just need to start like, even if you like, just do something you love, like job you love. Like, do something you love.
Yeah, maybe if you like to write.
Yeah,
like,
maybe you become writer, because not everybody needs to have this 9 to 5. Like,
not everybody needs to even be a like strict to sense to business owner. Maybe like selling air or selling phones. Not everybody needs to be
like, there are so many ways to make money and so many
Exactly.
things to do online.
Well, when you finally start to think of something,
Let us know, give us updates.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, so why don't I do it? I used to be in this loop. Oh, I can actually relate.
Yeah, I feel like
I've
very
done
relatable dilemma.
I've done the research. I know the habits I should build, what distractions I should avoid. I know what works in theory. But when it's time to act, I choose comfort. I scroll and I procrastinate. At night, guilt creeps in, and I promise myself I'll do better tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and I repeat the same cycle. It's frustrating knowing I'm the one standing in my own way. How do I move from knowing what to do to actually doing it consistently? I used to be in this loop about like a couple of years ago. Like, because I'm a reader, right? I'm very curious. So I actually read a lot about habits and all of those things. So I know them. Like, if you want me to talk about habits for the next 1 hour, I'm active.
Yeah, because we're readers.
Yes,
like, we always read like all of this.
But actual implementation, right?
It's quite hard.
It's so annoying when like the woman you know you are in your head is not the woman you are in reality, and there's a gap, right? And then you're trying to bridge that gap. It's so annoying.
It's so annoying.
But somebody has to say it, Sha. You need to do the work.
You need to do the work. You can't keep procrastinating. I think it's similar to what we were telling the previous guys. Like, you need to actually just get up. It might not be perfect, but every day in, day out, just try and do something that's going to move you to your bigger goal.
And then there's this thing, right? When we do something, when we keep doing something, we're training our mind to operate in that thing in autopilot.
Yeah. So
if you're trying to switch or change that thing, right? And honestly, it doesn't even have to be like, oh, for instance, you're trying to wake up at 7 a.m. but you used to wake up at 10 a.m. You don't start waking up at 7 a.m. immediately.
Like easy into it.
Or like 9, you get? But what you're doing is you're tricking your brain into doing the other thing. And literally, that's how we start. From the small things. But if you're not even trying and you keep maybe doom scrolling, and then you keep procrastinating, time is going. And that thing I used to get myself out of it is I wrote down the things that can happen if I do not take my life seriously.
Yeah, a pro and con list is always good for every single situation.
I wrote really, like, I thought about very worst case scenario things like how some of our uncles, anyway, let me not put them on blast. But like, like
not to share anybody.
Me having to maybe ask my siblings for money, all of this. I wrote them down. So when I start to be lazy, I don't even think about it. I go to read those things. It tells me, oh yeah. This is how poverty creeps in.
Yeah, you need to get up.
So you need to get up. Like there's no way around it. You need to actually
just stand up, yeah.
Work. Because honestly, once you start to, keep the promises you're making to yourself, once you start to actually take those goals,
and don't wait till you're like that motivated, that like
no. Create
motivation.
a structure.
And start like doing
respect the program.
And you reckon that like if you have goals, instead of setting goals, set action steps.
No, you set your goals, then you set initiatives. That's actually how that's what you're trying to say, right?
Okay.
You set your goals. So how do I achieve this goal? So the goal is to lose maybe 10
kg, yeah. Every single day, make sure you are doing things to actually
maybe
get there.
It can look like maybe taking 10 to 10k steps.
Going to the gym 4 times
a week, all of those things. You need to have action plan to achieve your goals.
Yes, definitely.
Another thing is, even after the action plan, you need to be able to divide your goals into what you can do every day.
Every single day, yeah.
Which is why it's important that you write down your goals, not just
you can't just see it as vibes. You need to write things down.
You need to write it down.
Should we move to questions?
Yeah, actually, we have a lot of questions to run through.
Yep.
You guys.
Okay. Why do I always start the year strong and fall off by April and July?
And that's because you're planning for vibes.
I think it's the ginger of like the new year, and then because you're not even passionate about what you're even doing, don't start different things. Because I feel like you to expect like you completely become a new person in the new year. I used to have that mentality, but like everything does change. Like I like this new better version of yourself.
Like it's like okay.
But like you are the same person. Mm-hmm. Just need to do more like things and more like activities.
You need to put structure in place.
Yeah.
So I heard this somewhere, right? You do not rise the level of your goals. Like your goals come to meet you where you are. So when you're planning, or you need to know that first off, I won't always want to do this. So you have to put system. Now, what do I mean by system? Because they just say system structure. That can honestly, yeah, that's true. So maybe setting an alarm. My day starts at 7.
Yeah.
At 7 to 8, I will do this. And I know that if you
time block.
You need to time block, because that's how you actually set system. So that you know that okay, now I know there will be days when you cannot follow those routines.
Those very like rigid.
Which is why you need to have a plan B. Plan B can be like maybe aiming for 5 hours of productivity in a day, right? Do you see my point? Like you set those things so that on days when you know that you don't feel like you go still stand up,
still work.
Easy
because I think the thing is that and always remind yourself of your actual like purpose and your goal, because
you have to read it every day.
Yeah, remind yourself, because that's why you're losing like ginger at May, July, when the year still have like 6 months.
Low-key, vision board is I know it's a little bougie and maybe aesthetic girls thing, but like I actually
the Pinterest
think that,
girlies.
I actually think that vision board is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So you can always just look at it and like remind yourself of like what actually matters and what you actually want your year to end up as.
Also, it's okay if you fall off. Just stand back up.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Because like sometimes maybe when someone comes, your body has now like you've started flexing, you've forgotten all your goals. But once that is done, like get back into it immediately the next day. It's like that thing of you miss a day of workout. The next day make sure you go.
Do it, yes.
Even if you miss that one day won't count in the long run if you do it the next day.
There's even this girl that documented a sort of weight loss journey online. So she was like, she had the ginger January, February, March, April. In April, I think she had to do maybe she traveled or something, but she added the weight back. And then so May, June, she was big again. Then July, she started it again, right? And then she did not go back to being properly consistent until like October. But she was falling off, but she was still getting back on track.
Yeah, still getting back, because no man can be super perfect. Disciplined every single day. Yes. But like the big thing is to actually just get back to it the very next day, the very next week, the very next.
I feel like one thing that's going to keep recurring in our conversation today will be the fact that you have to take action.
You have to take action, yeah. You cannot just sit down.
Silent King, Pastor Show, like I've heard so many people talk about this, right? But you need to actually take action. If you do not take action, it will only always be talk.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want results or excuses?
Yep.
Like when I heard that, I was like,
and
yo.
also think about that's why I do this. Write like a letter to your future, like 2020s.
All these
Like, write a letter to your future 2027 person. So you read it at the end of the year. So you basically write it, dear future me, are you this, are you that?
Okay.
I feel like that works because you know, like, you know when you want to see yourself at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's true.
you should also write a letter to your future self.
Okay, why is it that things that are good long term feels hard short term? Honestly, co-ask. Because why can't we just like press phone all through the day and still become millionaires?
Like,
why?
Why can't we not be nepo babies?
Why? Why should we have to work out to look good?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just eat, coke, chocolates, every other?
But there are people with actually nice metabolism like that though.
Even though after a while it starts to fail them. I knew somebody that literally used, there's nothing, it was so, I don't know if it's mesomorph or endomorph. I know I cannot.
I think it's mesomorph.
But like,
mesomorph.
he just eats and then it doesn't, like his body is properly, his metabolism is on fire.
No, our friends they're still in that
It
same
will still
slimming.
catch up.
Maybe when they get
it
like.
will. Should we mark it down? Honestly, it
like
will.
that same. I know it's like man.
Meanwhile, this is me. Once I smell it, it's like, yo, 3 kg. Oh my god. But yeah, honestly, co-ask. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like to be able to sort of,
and actings are actually in like acting. What is how you're going to get the result? Because if you're actually eating, you need to actually do the actings to actually get the result.
To get the result, you need to do the hard things because it makes you even grow as a person.
Yep.
Like you're stretched. Like honestly, I feel like weight, carrying weight in the gym is such an example of that. Like when you start to carry weight, maybe you're carrying 5 kg, 2 kg. After a while, you start to carry 20. Because again, your body has grown, has stretched.
Yeah.
You start to carry 40, right? Your body has grown and need to adapt. So the more you keep doing hard things, the more you're training yourself to be like able to do things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's actually a good thing.
How do I stay focused when phone is distracting me every 5 minutes? Yeah.
I had a conversation with a friend on Monday. Right? It was like, honestly, what is standing between me and success is my phone. How do I delete my phone? He did not say how do I delete
No, I have delete phone. No, phone pressing and TikTok is a very, very addictive. Like you will not spend like all of your entire day
3
there.
hours,
and you're like, the day is gone.
Honestly, for me, right, last year, and honestly, this is not even PR because it really did.
Yeah, I was about to say like share your
my tips and tricks, like because I'm a remote worker, right? I have to do those things, or else it's very easy for me to sort of just the old day and not do anything, right? So I try to make sure that I'm as productive as I can be. So Opal was so good to me last year. I don't know, like that app once it blocks all those social media. I have a work hour of 9 to 7. So that 9 to 7, if you see me like maybe like 5 minutes, because that's really the only break I have.
Break time,
like, you will just not be able to go on, and it really helped. So I think that you can download Opal. I know there are other apps, right?
Yeah, there are other apps. Just basically set timers.
Yes.
And even the apps themselves have it.
Yes.
Even though
it's not strict though.
Even though it doesn't just put your
it's not strict. It's not limited.
Once you put the password, you continue your scrolling. Like I think I have 30 minutes, but I once put my something and like I go back.
No, Opal is so strict. Like it's really changed.
And I think you were telling me about like it's going to tell you 60 minutes.
Yes.
There's also one too that as you're keeping it away. I don't know the name, but your trees are going.
Oh.
There are plenty. Whatever works for you.
You need to like get the productivity juice going. Like man, because that's the thing, right? Time is going. And no matter how rich you are, you can never buy back time. Like no matter how rich you are, you can never buy back time. Like that is so.
Note that. Jot that down. Okay.
Is writing goals down actually important or just vibes? It's not just vibes though. How do you even keep yourself accountable?
Yeah. You can't just I think you won't forget it at some point.
Our brain underestimate things that we're actually capable of doing.
Yeah.
What writing down does for you is it helps you conceptualize. Like you can, this is obviously not realistic. This is obviously not something I can do in 3 months, right? Or this is something I can try. This will challenge me, but it's doable. Do you see? Like goals help you conceptualize, not just thinking, I'm going to make 200 billion by the end of December. Like bro.
Realistic goals.
Also with goals now, you cannot even write down like metrics for success.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're close to, like for instance, if you have the weight thing because it's really easy to
specific, measurable, actionable.
Oh, smart goal.
Yeah.
Specific, measurable, attainable.
Attainable.
Yes, time bound is T.
Yeah, time bound.
Yes.
What's R again? Reasonable.
Reasonable. Probably.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, but the fact is, it just helps you like.
Yeah, just writing it down and actually because it helps you to be able to write the action steps on how I'm going to actually get to that goal.
Those things done. It also even helps you to go back to reflect. Like this month, did I actually work on my goals?
Yeah, and that's why my quarterly thing works again. Just bringing it back.
Quarterly thing, everybody.
Quarter, where you go? Write your goals in quarters.
It doesn't even matter. Even if you write for the whole year, you still have to go back because you forget.
Yeah,
even if you write it for 4 months, you still forget. If you don't go back to checking it.
No, it's 3 months.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh my god. Okay. See, I think you're doing it.
Okay, yeah. Is it better to keep my goals private or tell people for accountability?
I think it depends on your person.
Yeah, and it depends on people you have in your life.
True.
Because some people that
really
bad mojo, even if you tell them something,
why do you want to do that? It's too big.
Discourage you or make you, or even I feel like there's a dopamine that releases when you actually tell people something.
Like you have a false sense of accomplishment.
As if you've already done it when you're still figuring it out. So
at the end of the day, it depends on you.
Yeah, the kind of person.
If you're a private person and you know that you're properly maybe good at parenting yourself, because honestly, that's what adults is.
Yeah, because sometimes you actually need that accountability partner.
Right now, I have an accountability partner. We do check on each other to be like, Alpha, did you do something this week? Because I need to have constant support of loyalty because I just know how I want my December to be this year. And I'm not taking chances. I'm doing private. Come and insult me, please. Insult me if you see me straight. But again,
it depends on your personality and whatever works for you. And whatever it works for you in the big run.
Some people are just private. They don't like to tell people stuff. Some people like to.
And then I like to tell you when I've actually done the basic thing.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you can be that way. So again, it just depends on your person. There's no right. And
I like the shock sometimes. Wait, what?
That's the thing, right? Even if you're going to have accountability partners, there have to be people that you properly trust.
You cannot just go and be telling random people.
Random, right? Of course, no. It has to be people that you trust, that you know that they have your back, and that they would not even share your things out.
Yeah.
They're properly vaults.
So maybe your best friends, your family, but you cannot tell everybody. And also watch out for bad mojo and bad energy.
Honestly, once you tell them, people are like, really? Yeah, just know that
you should
not
aim
going back.
lower.
Yeah, this year we are biting more than we can chew. We're not cutting our clothes according to our size. Have you seen that on TikTok?
Yeah. How do I? Okay, I think you're the one.
How do I stay disciplined when nobody's watching me? This thing, I saw something because I do scroll, right? I sort of built my For You page brick by brick to make sure that even when I am doom scrolling, I'm still reading or saying things
that helps
edifies me, right, or that puts me on the right path. So I remember this lady saying something. She was like, if you're saying how do you stay disciplined when nobody's watching, the truth is whatever you're doing in secret actually shows in public. Now, if you do not read at all when you're in secret, when you're in public, you won't be able to carry conversations. You will not have array of words. They use filler words.
It's going to show.
Really, really, wala. You will not be able to actually give proper conversations. It will show. It's the truth. Now, if you're in private, you do not eat right. You will probably be fat with big tummy, you'll be tired, you won't be able to walk. Those things actually shows.
And I think discipline is not about you just saying, it's actually about you.
It's the work that makes you disciplined.
I do
not want to wake up at 7. I hate it. But I'm standing up with that.
Yeah. Another thing is keeping the promises you actually have for yourself. Because even in school, nobody's actually going to tell you to read your book that you make it pass.
When you start to see
your
when I was in 100 level, right? So I had this confidence of I was secondary school, I was the best art student.
Yeah, best
I
of
did not
best.
do anything. So I got into uni, 100 level, and I was not reading. And I'm studying law. And I'm not reading. My first semester result humbled me. And nobody told me. I started reading the next semester. Very simple. It's if you do not, it shows.
Yeah.
Shows.
And when you actually make those goals for yourself, ensure to keep the promises, actually do them. Because if you don't, you won't lose that ginger and that that trust in yourself. I feel like you
also
slowly
even
lose it.
affects your self-esteem.
Yeah.
So there's a way you build confidence. It is in keeping the promises you make to yourself, and which is what I always say. Record. I feel like people need to write more. Journal girl.
Yeah.
I feel
like journal.
I feel like people need to write more. No, genuinely.
No, journaling will genuinely help you. It helps you become like such the best version of
girl.
yourself. Yeah, journal
yes,
girl.
Like you have to just. So even the days when you forget, right?
Yeah.
You just remind.
And you can write your highlights of the day, of the week, and all of that.
And just helps you to keep going. It really helps you to keep going.
Yeah.
I promise. Like I'm a product. It does. How do I stay consistent when results are not showing yet? Honestly, your mental, crazy. Like, so you need to understand that in life, there's always going to be a process. There's a process to everything. Like, your progress might be silent, but you're making progress regardless. Which is why you have to, write down and all of those things. Which is, again, ties down to the writing things
down. And consistency actually helps. Like, you actually trusting the process and everything.
Even gives you more, even builds competence. Like, that thing that you're doing, you may not have been good at it in the beginning. For instance, creating content, right?
Yeah.
Like,
doing it every single day in, day out. Even working out.
Yeah. Do you get?
Because it's when you're consistent that you actually see the result.
Yeah.
If you do something one day, today you forget it, tomorrow you're like, oh, today you won't see the result at all.
Even if the result is not even, like, your progress is not loud. Because I feel like that's the question. Even if the result is not, like, prominent. So, for instance, maybe you're a content creator, maybe you don't have, like, 100k followers or something, right? Maybe you only have like.
But are you actually start building community with that, and
building community, building competence, which also translates to confidence, which even gives you the momentum to keep doing other things.
And if you're even doing more things, as you're even if like there'll be one that will succeed.
Oh, that's how life is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, before that happens, like, how do you stay consistent?
Consistent, yeah.
And it's all of these things that we mentioned that will actually work.
That will help you.
Yeah.
How do I recover after falling off without quitting? You stand up. Like, one thing I always like, every single time I fall down, like, I genuinely do not like staying there, like, because that laughter or anything, like, I stand up immediately, like, and I'll just walk away.
You stand up and get back.
No matter how many times you fall down, you
are rising on that horse again. Like, you stand up. You can, of course, there's another extreme, right? Doing the same thing and expecting to have a different result. That's obviously madness.
Yeah.
Right, but standing up and then retweaking, like, a typical retrospective in your head, like, oh, okay, what did I do bad?
Yeah, reflecting on what actually happened, and
you get, so that would
your next
actually help,
like plan and sort of
as you ride back on, you do it a different way, and I pray that we will get different results. Oh my god.
Okay.
How do I measure progress when my goals are not about money or numbers? I think that what example can we use? Maybe weight loss.
Or even maybe you want to be like a better like self-confidence in yourself. Like people have different goals, honestly. Some people used to like travel more. Some people used to.
Yes. Oh yes. Let's use travel more. So for instance, you want to travel 3 times this year. Like you can say maybe you can start to save up for it.
Yeah.
So maybe the amount, for instance, if you want to travel to Benin Republic, and maybe you need to save 1 million. A progress measurement can be if you already have 500k in your account by the end of January.
Or if you have gotten like wherever you need for that trip. You've booked your flights, you've done everything.
And then it's just the day that is coming.
Like,
so those things are measurements, right? Just put like metrics for progress. So if you're trying to, there's no way to give it a one-word thing. So I think it's very case by case specific.
Yeah, very specific.
On
your
if you want to lose weight, and then you know that okay, you're 14, and then you start to see that you're wearing a size 12. That is a progress measurement.
Yeah.
You get. And then from 12, maybe start to wear maybe 10, right? That's also another. So you start to see, you track those things. I think it's right, it's important that you write them down, so it's easier for you to track.
To track them, because if you're seeing anything with vibes, and then you forget it.
Like, don't worry, you're not even serious.
How do I stop being hard on myself when I'm trying but not moving fast?
I think you would give yourself grace.
Yeah, like
realizing that in life there's so many variables.
Yeah, and sometimes you could make plans and it doesn't work. But that's what we're saying, that like even if it doesn't work, just make sure you reflect and know what you did wrong and how you can do it better.
There's this
quote, or you stand up.
There's this quote I saw, right? He said, is this Sun Tzu, this Art of War book? Anyway, what he said was, no matter your planning, it doesn't survive the first line of like the enemy's battlefield. Like sometimes planning is useless. because you can do everything right and you still not work out.
And you still not work out.
However, that planning or that thing that you have done puts you up with, like, gives you higher probability of success compared to somebody
that is just lying down
at all. Do you understand? So it just really helps, right? I know that life will always lie, right?
I've always lied.
You can't have all you want, unfortunately. But putting those things in place helps you to at least be sure. Even the confidence that, oh, I did this, I can do another thing, right, is also there. Anyway, and our last question for the day. How do I end 2026 feeling proud instead of disappointed in myself?
Actually follow through everything you say. Like,
keeping number one. Let's mention like five. I'm not ready. I'm written fast.
Firstly,
let's mention five.
Okay.
Number one.
Set realistic goals.
Okay. I'm not setting realistic goals. I told you I am biting more than I can chew. And I'm not cutting my clothes according to my size.
All the coats. What in white now can have in it. Okay. Okay, 5 things. Okay, let's say the first one is having a clear system on how you're going to achieve the goals.
That's definitely one. Number 2, keeping the promises you make to yourself. Number 3, writing down your small wins.
Writing down your small wins and reflecting on how you can be. If you didn't
Number 4, reflecting on things that have not worked so that you can tweak it in a better way. Number 5, advocating for yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Advocating for yourself. I have this friend of mine, right? So he was in this workplace where they were owing him. They were owing him for a long time, right? And then they refused to pay. They finally paid, and they not paid half his salary. So he could have just let it go, but he just really, like, he spoke. He gave them, the next person you're going to hear from is my lawyer. Only for them to pay him the whole money. I was like, what did you get from that? Because a lot of people were not saying anything and they did not pay them. So if he did not talk, right, I think that's one thing. Audacity. If you do not take anything from anything we've said today, if you're going to leave 2026 feeling proud of yourself, you need to put yourself out there. Be audacious like Nigerian men. Be audacious.
or like white straight man.
Or like a typical jigget. Like, you need to be audacious. Like, and I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for us too, because I feel like I want everybody to win. Everybody to win
this year. Like, let this year be one of our best year yet.
Prayers.
Wishing you the best. February, March, April, and we're back. Get ready for our next episode. And make sure you like, subscribe, share,
turn on notification button.
Do everything. Tell your friends about us.
Yes. I will see you next week.
Next Sunday. Bye.
Bye, guys.